Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about some of my favorite needles and the needle brand and the needles that I use on a daily basis. So a little bit of background on how I discovered this brand. I initially, like I said, started knitting 3 years ago. So my first set of needles were actually from Amazon, and they were 30 bucks and they were metal needles. And I liked them for what they were and how they allowed me to do different projects, because there was multiple needles. But something that I did want was wooden needles. That was just something that I really liked, because my first pair of needles were wooden, and it wasn't a set, so it was just one pair of needles. And as I started developing more and learning more and really thinking that I wanted to, actually knit for longer than just trying it out, I decided that I would invest in some needles. So I did a whole bunch of research. I ran into the Chalgu, the Dreams, and all the popular needles, but I stumbled upon Lykke. I just really fell in love with the quality and what you get for the price. It is a little bit more pricier, but it is a full set and it's good quality needles. Bought this one first from one of the local yarn stores because I had been eyeing the needles for a while, and I'm like, you know what, I just need to get it. I was even looking them up online, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. So I got this in this mustard yellow, the case, and the needles that I got are Umber, sorry. I really love these needles. I knew that I wanted to get longer needles because the needles that I had bought from Amazon were a lot smaller, and after a while when I was doing bigger projects, my fingers would start hurting because I didn't feel like I could really grab onto the needles. They're long enough, even grab them with my whole fist like this, which is super awesome. Not that I need to knit like this, I just really appreciated the longer needle. And this helped me when I was making blankets, because you're working a longer piece, so you don't need to decrease or get to a point where it's very short or small. And so these needles come with these plastic wires and stuff, or nylon, and I actually really like these. For this one, they don't tend to hold their shape from from me using them. They've done pretty well and kind of just bend, don't fight back, so I really like that a lot. I also like that they rotate, they pivot, so you're not fighting your wire or trying to untwist it, and so that's just super awesome. I love that about these needles, and that was actually one of the key selling points why I got these needles. And they also come with stoppers at the end, so if you need to put stoppers at the end of your work, or you just need to add another needle with a stopper at the end, works too. Come with these little extensions and the keys to tighten and loosen the wires onto your needles. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that comes with it, but I do love the quality of the case, the quality of the needles. There's also a little pouch here for you to put different items. I usually keep markers in here because you can never have enough markers. I got this needle set, fell in love with it, and I decided that I wanted to get another set. But that wasn't just the main reason why I decided to get another set. I started working on smaller objects like hats and fingerless gloves, and sometimes you had to decrease to a very short distance. So it was very hard to do that with these longer needles. So I was also starting to travel more, and I needed something that I could bring with me that wasn't super big. And not that this is even big, but it's bigger than, you know, I wanted at the time. And so that's where I ended up getting these ones, and these are the 3.5 needles, and these are also the Umber needles. And I decided to get the different colors. I didn't know how big the case was gonna be. I decided to get this one in brown just so I could have a differentiation of color between the small ones and the big ones. And I think they look really good together. They complement each other. This one, like I said, also comes with your different cords. Now I will say, in comparison, these cords to those cords, these ones do feel a little bit more tough, and that was, it doesn't bother me too much, but the wires in here feel a lot more loose, and they don't tend to hold their form, whereas these ones, like you can see that they kind of automatically bend back into each other. And I don't know if it's because they're just smaller or what, or if this one was made thicker. Yeah, they just feel a little bit more tougher. But I have heard that the Luna has some cording or wire that you can add, and that one doesn't hold its form, which one day I will try in the future. Same, it also comes with the stoppers and the extenders with the keys to tighten and loosen. I really do love these needles. I enjoy the quality. I haven't had any tips chip. I haven't had any problems with breaking anything. I've been using these very intensely for over a year now, and they've lasted me you know, that amount of time, and even now I'm using them more, especially now that I'm creating a YouTube channel and I just keep tackling more projects. I really do recommend these needles. I do think they're at a fair price in comparison to some of the other expensive needles that are considered a good quality. I do believe these needles are underrated and deserve more exposure here in the future. I actually am going to be doing a collaboration with Lykke, and super stoked about it. I really want to be a big advocate for these needles, as I do love them a lot, and I even have a Swift and a ball winder now, or yarn winder now, and I will also be making a video about those to show you guys the quality and kind of do a little unboxing / review. Thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe, and don't forget, it does take balls to knit.